Hello folks, welcome back to the channel. So yeah, we are continuing talk about how OTAs, do they offer the best value? And most of the time, not really, but they can, but are they beneficial, like booking with a travel remote agent from Fora? Well, no. And then we discussed about how the key differences are when booking a hotel and flight, also insurances. But let's go to personalized experience. So unlike travel agency, you only care about putting heads in bed, butts in seats, lack of a better term, and that's the bottom line. So it's more, again, it's an online travel agencies. Or you compare Travelocity, Kayak, Booking, Haggadah. They all have to work to get those deals and get you on a certain, get on a flight with different suppliers and different hotel companies, so that way they can book and earn commission. But nothing's really personalized. Even when you go to the VIP, when you go to the virtual chat, for example, on Expedia or on Cheapo Air, okay? The virtual chat can only do so much. And when you call people, you have to call it 188 or 866 number. And yeah, you talk to people, mainly people from overseas, like India and the Philippines, and they're all, they sound rehearsed, which they have to be. I mean, they're all dealing with hundreds of people a day, if not thousands in a week, calling in. So yeah. Now, when you work exclusive with us, you're talking to a human being. So you can actually call us directly at our phone number. You can reach us through our email on our website. You can go to IATA, and you can reach us, and we can discuss how you want to personalize your travel experience. We want to get to know you as a traveler, so we can give you the ultimate VIP treatment of your stay. So it's not just about putting you on a flight in a hotel, getting transportation to and from the airport to the property, or booking your itineraries. We want to see what will make a perfect trip for you, right? Even if the perks are not offered, we could do that. That's the great part about working with us. So let's go to my page, for example. I'm going to go to my Fora travel. So this is me, again with nice bright sunglasses. So if you had questions about places, if you want to get in touch with me, you can just put in your email address, you can put in your name and say, hey, I want to book a family trip to camp and hike in, I don't know, Lesotho. Let's talk. Okay, well, you can get back to me in a couple of days. But you can reach different people here. You can go to your different categories, right? And let's say if you want to book a trip to Jordan, you can talk to the travel advisors who have specific ways you can explore Jordan. So let's go to Rubia Malik, right? Cultural Exploration in Jordan. Okay, this is her. She tells you what she specializes in. Okay. And again, you see the reviews right here. It looks like she's got 5-star reviews. Those are pretty good. So she's more personable. You can contact her. You can talk to her both through email. You can talk to her through, if you just give her a call. We are always willing to talk to you because we want to make this about you, right? And yes, I'm always willing to talk to people about certain trips that they want to take. All you got to do is press this button and we're there, right? That's what we do. We curate this for your experience. Now you can't always. Now another thing we want to get into, you cannot always redeem reward points. So that varies by online agency, but you really can book special rates or redeem rewards when you book with OTAs. Okay, some OTAs won't even allow you to earn points toward loyalty programs. Now for Fora, you can. And actually, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do a cheat method here. We're going to go to Gemini AI, right? And Gemini AI gives you all the answers. Can you redeem reward perks when you book travel with Fora? And here's the simple answer. So it's no with like Travelocity or Booking, but here we go. Yes, you can receive perks when you book travel through Fora as an advisor. Okay? And here's our perks. We have partnerships with companies like Virtuoso, Rosewood Elite, Preferred Hotels. You can look at the links here, and you can go to that, right? So a nice little AI help here, how to book standard secret agents. So this tells you the steps. You find an advisor, do a collab on a book trip, and voila, you unlock the treatment. You unlock the VIVP trip. So you can book with them. So let's go to how this can happen, right? Let's go to a company called Rosewood Elite, right? Now that's one of the property luxury networks that we work with. Virtuoso is another one. With us, you get complimentary breakfast for any party, right? Property credits like spa, dine-in, on-site activities. So, for example, if a hotel's in a Virtuoso, you could do that with them. Room upgrades based on your check-in, right? Check-in and late check-out. So here's the links right here. Virtuoso, all right? These are all the benefits of Virtuoso. So, for example, if you go to 1-in-1 Rethi Rod, this is the Maldives, 1-in-1 and only is a Virtuoso property. You get $100 food credit and beverage, breakfast daily, upgrade and extended check-in. Same thing with Amman Tokyo, okay? You get $100 worth of hotel, resort credits, breakfast daily, upgrade and check-in, and whenever you arrive there. Same thing with Rosewood Elite. And you look at the benefits with Rosewood Elite. You can learn more about them. They operate throughout almost in every continent, right? And here we go. We get hotel, dine, and spa credits, free upgrades. You can always get that with Hotels.com. Okay, you may get a complimentary breakfast. Okay, you may get check-in and check-out on arrival perks, but we give you access to all exclusive offers. Again, we are trying to help you write your own story of how you travel. We want to make it the best outcomes, right? So whether you stay with Rosewood Elite properties like this one in Rosewood Mansion Turtle Creek, these are the benefits you get. 1-in-1 only. Another one is Hapatas in Namibia. That's who I work with when I book travelers to Africa and Namibia. So yeah, so these are the benefits of what the hotel collections we work with, right? Now think about it. Resort food and beverage credit, prefer rates, room upgrades. I mean, who wouldn't want to book these? So yeah, that explains that. And another difficulty with booking with OTAs versus us is it's harder to change the booking. So let's just be honest. When you do book, things can happen. Maybe there's a change of plans because of your hectic work week. Maybe you have somebody in your family had a serious illness, or maybe you got injured, or maybe you forgot that your plans didn't go according to the date of your departure, right? If you have to change booking, you will have to go through all sorts of hurdles. Okay, sometimes not, but you have to reach an agent, go on a website, write a request on Expedia or Booking, and have them call you back, which takes 24 to 40 hours. And then you'll have to either get a slight refund back or sometimes none, based on the company. This has happened with me with Cheapo Air one time. Always read the terms, right? Typically, suppliers will make it a little bit harder to hear you out because they're dealing with thousands and thousands of people. So it'll take them a while for them to honor your change. And usually, if they do, they shortchange you. It's not going to be like working with Fora. And you may have to cancel the booking outright. And yes, if you cancel it, like for example, with a cruise trip, if you book a cruise trip on one of those online agencies, you may have to cancel it and rebook. If you don't rebook, you won't get a refund. If you do, the refund is not worth the hassle. It could be a nightmare. You could lose money or hardly get anything in the process. With Fora, that's not the case. We work with our suppliers, so that's with Delta, United, Forex. We deal with private jet companies, and we also work with Virtuoso, Rosewood Elite, 1-in-1. If you had to cancel on a property or cancel a flight, we'll work with them. We'll honor your cancellation booking by giving full refund, and we can rebook you for the future and give you those same perks, right? They're never going to change. So it's really up to you how you foresee this, right? But we understand that things happen, and we're not going to leave you waiting. Again, we are more personable, okay? We're dealing with, Fora, we can deal with many travelers, but OTAs, they deal with thousands. People, all they have to do is download the app, click a property on Airbnb, or they can click it on Hotels.com, and if something happens, the change could be very, going through hoops, right? But we incentivize the traveler themselves, not so much the date of departure and arrival, right? So we want to honor you the next time you book with us. We rebook, we keep those same deals and perks. and we want to really give you that red carpet treatment. And that's what makes Fora Moderate Travel Agency one of the best travel agencies, not just in the United States, but really worldwide. Okay. So now this question does come up: if not for online travel agencies, what are the best travel agencies to go through? Well, you know, we are a host agency. We do offer better deals than online travel agencies. That's already been explained. So we look at your subject matters, right? We break down every aspect of your trip so that way you can have understanding what's expected. Okay? Now things can change, but we're giving you the blueprint layout without being too generic. So, and here's a good example. If you book with Virgin Voyages Travels or Fora, we'll tell you the difference between the cabin itineraries and so on. You don't have to figure that out, okay, when you go to Virgin Voyages. So here's Virgin Voyages website, right? We can tell you exactly where you stay, what to expect on there, the atmosphere. We almost write it like a story, right? Well, online agency, they won't really do that. You just, again, you'll see the fine lines on the printout, but we will explain even the different types of foods and which one's a better option. And we based it on our travel agents. They write stories about this, field inspections, guides. So we take the experience of travel agents who have done these cruises, and they'll give you more insight. That's why when you go to Virgin Voyages, you can actually learn more about that from travelers. Okay, so for example, go to cruises, and you look at the breakdown on what's in it for you. Okay, these are tailor-made plans. Norwegian Cruise Line, Virgin Voyages. Just look at the people who are actually booking cruises. We take it for their experience. So if somebody is planning a cruise trip to Alaska or Iceland, they can tell you exactly what's expected and what's there for you. Okay. So for example, the Caribbean Puerto Plata, Bimini, and St. Croix, these are based on our travel advisors. Okay, they're giving you advice, things to do in Old San Juan. Again, this is more creative for you to read, and this is from Fora itself, but also these are travel advisors who just have the experience going here. 16 fun things to do in Old San Juan. So when we book you, we will mention that. Okay, and always you'll get the best value. So look at this. For example, if you book a Hotel Californian, one of the favorite hotels in Santa Barbara, with us, you'll get $500 per night, and you'll still pay the same rate with 4 advisors, but you're getting this complimentary daily breakfast and $100 hotel credit. With travel agency, you may get $30 or $40, which is good, but it's not enough, right? So you're getting the best values. So yeah, that's the difference between us and them. And let me go back a little bit here. So yes, and another thing I did want to discuss, and again, I did lost my place, so bear with me. I want to go back here real quickly, and let me look at history. Here we go. So sorry about that, folks. So another thing I did want to talk about is hotels know that getting lower quality clients, so they're likely us to roll out the red carpet. Okay. So the saying goes, you get what you pay for. Right now, again, the average American has a budget when they travel. They always want to get the best deal, and I do too. When I go travel somewhere in December, I usually like to go to the Caribbean islands, right? I want to go somewhere where I'm getting the cheapest flight possible and the cheapest deal on a hotel room. Same thing in the high season in the summer. When it's hot in Chicago or summertime, I want to go somewhere where it's fall overseas. So let's say if I want to go to Argentina, right, in the summertime, or where the weather changes, if I want to go hike Mount Kilimanjaro, I'm looking at flight first and hotels. So again, lower quality clients, lack of a better term, means clients who aren't likely to rebook the same hotel in the future. Well, that online travel agency are just going to book them with any hotel. It doesn't matter what grade they get, what are the stars, whether it's low to high, or what's their history of the hotel. They just want to pack them in there. Okay, some can be reputable, some aren't. It depends. If you're looking for a quick, easy way to get a hotel room for the cheapest price, they'll book you anywhere. I had this experience when I booked a room in Tulum, Mexico. I did it through Priceline, and it was a crappy hotel. It was kind of a good walk away from the center of the town. It was an okay neighborhood, but the place had mildew on top of the wall. The bathroom itself was real small, but the shower did not have. You couldn't separate the shower floor from the actual floor. There was again mold, and I said I have to get out of here. So again, because it was at the last moment, we booked in late October. We wanted to get there in December, and I was considered a low quality client. So when travel advisors make bookings, they can let the hotel know who their client is, and the hotel can take steps to make sure their guests will be cared for. Well, with us, we want to hear what you expect in a hotel room. So yeah, we want to make sure that you have the best experience when you first step foot in that hotel room and flight. Okay, so yeah. So again, it's best to book with Fora Travel than OTA because we're getting you all the best deals and we treat you like a guest. And yeah, that's it. So that wraps our video up for today. So guys, like, subscribe, and share this channel, and see you at the finish line.